see that everything is working here. Good morning, everybody. Let me just check that everything is working. And I made some notes. I usually don't make notes. If you follow me a couple of, have seen that I'm usually just talking about my experiences. So I opened my notes. And then there's one more thing I want to open. Let me just see. So Leila. Okay. Yes. Okay. And I copy this one here. So I hope you're all well. Just confirm that you can hear and see me in the comments. God, they changed already the setting here. They drive me mad. I can't see your comments here on that page anymore. Means I need to go into Facebook again. We are getting there. Sorry for this, please. 4 people are in. Yay, that's good news. Okay, so let me just see here. Great. So, yes, good morning team, Alex, lovely, great to see you. So let's just see that we can start. What do I want to do this morning is something what I specifically in the last week, you see I'm always talking about something what happened, and so that I can just report back to you and you get this information from me just to prevent that you are making the same mistakes. Okay? And it definitely has something to do with marketing strategies and specifically for SMMEs. So if you are an SMME or startup or trading, okay, so and SMMEs are please up to 100 million rand sales a year, yeah? So we are not only talking about these grassroots level SMMEs, we are talking really about also established businesses. So, and everybody is thinking about marketing strategies and thinking about branding and logo, and they are trying to copy, I don't know, Toyota and Coca-Cola, and you're not there yet, you know, and their strategies are totally different than your strategies should be, because your strategies, what is marketing? Marketing is a tool to get attention, to find potential clients, and to convert these leads into paying clients and customers. Yeah, that is why you're doing marketing. Marketing is part of the whole sales strategy, and you need to make sure that there is no interruption in between, you know. And what do I mean with this? I'm just simple things. So I had last week one client, I'm consulting, and he said, hey, he had a couple of 100,000 rand sales a month. Keep that in mind, before COVID. And after COVID, at the moment, they are barely surviving. And then what did he do? He is cut off systematically everything what he has done to get new leads in. Okay, so that means they haven't done any advertising. Okay, they have a website, and they have then only okay, sorry, I just need to see what's happening here. My husband is coming in. I stole his car keys. Oopsie. So they have cut off everything. No advertising. Shut down their offices. In some cases, you know, being proactive makes sense. But after COVID, then you need to start again immediately and say, and let's be honest, he would have been able to even sell during COVID, you know. So, then he had a website. The website was not updated. There was a calendar on the website, and he invited people make an appointment on this calendar, and the calendar link is not working. Okay, so you see, all these are marketing strategies. Okay, so you market with ads, and then you guide them through a website, and then you ask them to set up a meeting because he is a consultant. So, and then he is able to offer his services. And as soon as you cut off a couple of these things, the whole thing is breaking down. Yeah? Do you understand what I mean? Let me just see. Can I see here now any comments? Nope. What the heck? But here, Rafik, good morning. Hello, Varsha, good morning. Marie, yes, good morning. Anba is there, good morning. Okay, you know. So these are just some challenges, and I can see that all the time, that people just, they're getting scared, things are not happening like they think, they are breaking things down, and then nothing is happening. Yeah? So that's why your goal with any marketing strategy, wherever we are here, okay, on this level, I'm not talking about big corporates, they have other problems. They need to make sure that also their picture, what they want to express outside, is fitting what they want to do. Yeah. So this is just absolutely important, and oh God, I'm just trying here to find things and I can't. Okay, there's nothing else I can do. Okay, so that's why you need to think about, okay, so what will generate sales? That's business. It's that easy, yeah? So no sales, no business. Then it's a hobby. That's fine. If you want to do that as a hobby, that is okay too, but then it needs to be a conscious decision, yeah? And then you need really to think about the steps you are guiding your clients through, to be able then to get in front of them and sell. Or if you have an online shop, you know, so then you need to make sure that they get to this online shop and then are also able to quickly order. There needs to be a payment gateway, and South Africa has its own challenges. Not all international payment gateways are working here in South Africa. I set up a couple of them and figured out, oh shish, they are charging in US dollars, you know, so, and my clients are not comfortable with this. It needs to be charged in rand, please, okay? Or some of them you can't connect them to a South African bank account, you know, so you just need to make sure that all the steps are working. And let me tell you, you think, yeah, you set up everything, and we are checking everything on a regular basis, and so just to make sure that no link is broken in between, you know. So this is something what I definitely wanted to share this morning with you. So your marketing strategies, the goal is to generate sales. You are not doing brand awareness or any other fancy things. Okay, so let's have a big lounge party so everybody knows about us, and they all have a big party, nobody will buy at the end of the day from you. That makes no sense. And now we're coming to the nitty-gritties, okay? So, and you need to first, the online marketing is such an amazing tool. It is so cheap in comparison to what I learned 30 years ago when I studied marketing at the university. Okay, There is only, so we started with flyers and brochures, and there was no email, and maybe TV and radio ads, and these were, or you go to exhibitions. These were the ways to do these things. Yeah. Now we can just think about and be a little bit more. We have a Okay, so the difference is at that time it was a little bit more like a watering can principle. You just try to share your information with everybody, and one or two of them will bite. Okay, you can do that with Facebook and Google Ads and LinkedIn too, but then it's getting really, really expensive. Then it's expensive as years and years and years ago. Okay, so but if you now focus on your target market, who are these people? Where are they? What are their interests? Where will I find them? Then it becomes really cheap. Okay, so we are at the moment, just for you to have a little bit of an idea, South Africa marketing is still ridiculous cheap. We are at the moment paying, I think the one ad at the moment what is running is 5 rand per lead, and lead means somebody is signing up for our newsletter, and the other ad is running for 12 rand a lead. I just checked Friday, so these are the latest numbers there. And if you would do these things in Germany, you just can easily say it is the price times 20, maybe even more, I would say. It depends on the level, but entrepreneurs is a really expensive target market, and it's ridiculous here in South Africa. Yeah. So you need to have a clear target market. You need to narrow it down as much as possible without being too small. Okay, so there are some tricks. And then you can start with anything what would catch their eyes, and then get them into contact. Either way, book directly a meeting with you, get directly in contact with you. You can also do lead magnets. That is something what we've done for years and years and years. That worked really nicely for us. Just sharing our expertise. Yeah. And of course, at the end of everything, you need to have a call to action. Yeah. Let me just see. Sorry, I need to go to the other page here again. Okay, Wussi, good day. Elmarie, checking those links is crucial. Sales can fall away if there's even one broken link in the sales and payment process. Exactly, Elmarie. This is so critical. You always need to think about yourself. Okay, so you find something, you say that is interesting. I found something. Okay, so on a German website. Let's be honest, if they would have sent me a price for it and it would be acceptable for me, a couple of €1,000 would still be acceptable for me, I would have booked immediately. I can't book, I need to have first a consultation with them. Okay, so this is a little bit annoying of me, but the process worked. Okay, so I was able to set up a consultation with them. They will call me, I think later on at 1 o'clock, and then I will ask them, the first thing I will ask them, okay, how much it is. Okay, so if they want 20,000 euros from me, I would say, thanks very much. No, that's not, it's definitely not for me. Yeah. Ranko, good morning. Rafiq, would your company profile be part of a marketing strategy? Yes. Okay. So now, Rafiq, now you need to think about, are you talking to businesses? Company profile definitely will help you. Number one is you can have that as a PDF file and can send it to clients to just make sure that, again, Rafiq, everybody here, think about when you feel comfortable. Okay, so this one company I approached is a company I'm following already for years and years and years. I know them, they are legitimate. So, and I know that they are experienced in these things, what they want to do there. And that is now, but if you are a startup, it makes things a little bit trickier. I'm not saying it's impossible, please, okay? So, and as a startup, you don't need to have, so a website, a Facebook page, a LinkedIn page, I have no idea, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, I forgot. Okay, don't do this. Okay, that's why my approach is always think about where your clients will be. Okay, and this is the one social media you are playing up and down. Yeah, so that you are getting at to a certain sales per month, so that you then can say, okay, now I can have some team members, they can help me, and then you can get again, then there's a next sales level where you can say, okay, so now I can also start with something else. I personally don't even think that you need a website in the beginning. If you have a lovely LinkedIn page, specifically it's business to business, and a great Facebook page, that would already help. Yeah, and then you just need a calendar so that people can book a meeting with you. If you of course want to sell your product or services, then you just need to think about where do you want to be. You have so I'm a big fan of Wix. We have a Wix website. I think this one, it's expensive, but it's amazing. And what this thing can do is really helping here a lot and organizing us. And I think the website alone saves us, I think, minimum one, maybe even 1.5 full-time administrators, because it is so nicely organized. Yeah. So if Rafik, if you are offering your services and products to other businesses, and I know that you are also doing it, a company profile can definitely help there. To end users, I'm not too sure, if you're asking for a company profile. And again, what you do is, I find something, I think, oh, that sounds interesting, I start stalking them. Okay, so I have a look, do they have a LinkedIn profile? Does this look legitimate? I have a look, okay, where else can I find them? Do these pages look professional? Do I feel confident that they know what they are doing? Okay, and then I go ahead. And it does not mean I'm looking now on 10 different social media platforms. Yeah. So if I find there one or two and I feel, okay, that looks like they are, there was the one time I saw something where I thought this could be interesting for us, and the last post on Facebook was 2021, I think. No. Okay. So maybe they don't even exist anymore. So, and that's the same thing if one of your links is broken and you can't book any meetings anymore. That can mean that people think, you know what, they are not active. Yeah. One other thing is, what I would recommend is, in all these steps here, that you just think about, don't share your email address. Okay, so because then you are getting spammed. You can have a contact form on your website, and then they can contact you directly. In the beginning, I don't mind, share. I had the same thing, when we were definitely smaller, not as established as we are now. I had my email address on websites, I shared that on Facebook and everywhere, and there was a time when we then got really spammed, and then I decided, okay, now that's when we also went now to another website and set up the Wix, and really made sure that there's a contact form, but we're not sharing our email addresses. Yeah. Okay. So one thing, what if let me just see, are there any questions here at the moment? Okay, I have no idea. There is nothing working on this one. And let me just see, is there anything? Edit post, share. Not happy. Okay. Yes, so what I will do is the Wadhwani Foundation asked me to do a workshop specifically about this topic, okay? Marketing strategies for SMMEs. And I'm good with the no budget and the low budget marketing strategies. And I will share that with you because you need first to make sure, don't start with paid ads, okay? That makes absolutely no sense. You first need to determine what words are your potential customers are using. What is really the pain point? And if you haven't spoken to your customers and clients before, it is really, really difficult, and you don't want to spend lots of rands on ads and they are not talking to anybody, or they are talking to the wrong people, you know. So this is why this is really, really so important. Do the no budget and low budget advertising first, and as soon as you figured out, oh, this is the words my clients and my tribe is using, then you can go ahead and say, okay, now we can start really with paid ads. Ah, Anne-Marie. Yes, okay. So when you offer to set up, so let's say you are having a post and say, here, this is what we can offer. Please click here, book a strategy session with us. And then you use, let's say, Calendly, and then you can ask them specific questions. You know, so what is important for you? Name, email address, telephone number. Okay, so that if something happens, you can contact them. And then you may also ask them some questions. Okay, so what are your pain points at the moment? What are you struggling with? How important is this to you? Did you allocate a budget to it? You can in some cases even ask like this. Okay, and or you ask for, you say, okay, I hired a marketing agency to do some things for us, and in their questionnaire was, okay, so we only work with companies, they make a minimum of 100,000 Rand sales per month. Okay, so that gives you already a little bit of an idea. It's not a grassroots start-up business. Okay, they have some tractions, they have some products or services already implemented, they get invoices out, they have some customers. Yeah, so this is something what is definitely a way to do that. Rafiq, what's your opinion on WhatsApp business advertising? Low cost but large reach as required on the app. I know WhatsApp business advertising is definitely also working. It's similar to a newsletter. Okay, you have a little bit quicker response time. You need an administrator who is able to answer this. Okay, in some cases for low ticket items, I think WhatsApp is good. For a little bit higher ticket items, you have lots of people inquiring, and they are not able at the end of the day to pay for your services or products. Okay, so you always need to have a look, and lots of times, Rafiq, it is trial and error, you know. So I know what is working for us, but it does not mean it is not working for you. Yeah, Rafiq, I also know what you are doing. I can imagine that this will work for you. You just need to have a look at how much does this cost you on WhatsApp. Okay, I know there are different suppliers, okay, app versions, and you just need to have a look what makes sense to you. Yeah. Um, Also, we keep in mind we have 87 or 88,000 newsletter subscribers. That sounds absolutely exciting, but it's also really costly. Yeah. So each and every 1,000 in the beginning, each and every 1,000 newsletter subscribers, your newsletter subscribing services will charge you extra. Yeah. Our plan is at the moment here long term to move. We are paying at the moment around about $300 per month. The new service we want to use, I checked, they will charge us $1,500 per month. Okay, so now we just need to, they have different options, okay, in the system. Now we just need to figure out that this extra payment of over $1,000 gives us the return on investment we need. Yeah, and $1,000 is an extra 20,000 rand for all of you who are not so familiar with the exchange rate. Yeah, so every decision you are making needs to be a business decision, and I'm a fan of, you see that, you know, when I'm talking to you here, I'm a fan of all these new opportunities, whatever is available there on software and apps. I like to have a look at it. I'm getting excited about the opportunities, and then I need to weigh up the opportunities against the cost. And then I just need to see what really makes sense here. Yeah? Okay, so let me just share the link I started with the Wadhwani Foundation, I think before my husband came in, huh? And so they asked me to talk about marketing for SMMEs, and I will definitely do that a little bit more strategic and a little bit more step by step. At the moment, I just painted the big pictures about what's happening there, okay. And it is a free workshop. It is on Thursday, 1 o'clock South African time. They also have invited, I think, from everywhere around the world, SMMEs from the Wadhwani Foundation, and I will talk about it. You can definitely still register, okay, for the workshop on Thursday at 1 p.m. And let me just share that with you. Is it okay to cut someone from your newsletter if they haven't opened in a year or longer? Yes, of course. Of course. What you can do is, Anne-Marie, is also something what we are doing in between. We tidying up our newsletter system, okay? And if you are still interested, please click the button here. Most newsletter systems offer this. If not, we are taking you off, and you at any given time welcome to just come back. So that is fine too. Yeah. So, and we've done that. We would be, I think, easily at 200,000 newsletter subscribers if I wouldn't have done that in between. Yeah, and I've done that a couple of times. Every couple of years, I just go through there. And if we go from the one service to the other, we may also will do that. So this is normal. It's nothing unusual. Yeah. And I'm sure, Anne-Marie, if you are subscribed to somebody else and you haven't opened it, in some cases they just take you out and you don't even know, and you're thinking, I subscribed to this newsletter, what happened? Okay. And in other cases, you received an email like this and said, okay, what's happening? Are you not interested anymore? You know, so, and life happens, you know, so we were absolutely excited about this opportunity at one stage, and then there is a time when we decided maybe it's not for us, and I'm unsubscribing, on a regular basis to the newsletters I subscribed if I think, okay, I got out what I needed. This is definitely not for me for some crazy reasons, and then you can do that. Yeah? Okay. So this is here the invitation. It's on Teams. It's on Thursday, 1 p.m. If this is definitely a topic, you're also there able to ask questions. And I'm going a little bit more deeper and more strategic into this topic. I'm wishing you an absolutely successful week. I hope we see us on Thursday at 1 p.m. If not, there will be also a recorded version, and I will share that. And yes, take good care. Bye. Now I need to find my button. Here it is. See you. Bye bye.